This one.
Go for it.
Mike, I lift heavy and max out every session, but I keep getting injured. Is there a way to lift heavy without injuring myself? Most people think you get strong by doing more than you could yesterday or the day after, which has truth to it, but...
So carbs is a beautiful thing because it keeps the muscle filled. But most likely you're going to be in a deficit and you're going to keep protein, and protein is going to retain that muscle because you got to feed the muscle. And that's kind of where you want. Me and Doug were talking about this as, you know, you're in a deficit, the muscle's not as full because of the fact that it's not filled with glycogen. And so,
dry sponge.
Yeah, you just, at any point you can fill up and there it is. So I actually don't know what that statement is, my friend. Sorry.
Wah, wah. This one.
Go for it.
Mike, I lift heavy and max out every session, but I keep getting injured. Is there a way to lift heavy without injuring myself?
Yeah.
The answer is in the question.
Yeah. Good luck, man. Good luck, brother. Wow.
Well,
You want to try this? Put it back up. Come on, Serge.
What's up?
Serge, go ahead. Go ahead. Answer this guy's question.
What's up?
Come on.
No,
put that question back up there, just so you can.
No.
Come on, no. All right, then don't do this. Don't do what me and Jeff are doing.
Yeah.
Honestly, try to help him and give him an input.
I was just thinking about how people get swayed with this whole like mentality of like you have to train as hard as you can every time. Don't leave.
But can't you train as hard as you? We just talked to Lee Priest, and he talked about doing 200-pound dumbbells for 6 to 8 reps. So can't you train hard with more reps than a single?
Oh yeah. And then I'm just saying like how motivational videos rely on like giving you that energy by saying, "Oh, hit that 1 rep. Failure. Go as hard as you can." So then people sometimes take that to heart. So maybe this guy is one of those guys that kind of like got.
Oh, see, this is why I actually love that you're here, because I wasn't raised with social media. I was raised. I was pretty blessed.
Who wasn't raised by IG?
I wasn't raised by IG. I was raised by OGs, and so for me, I saw that in a fight, a wrestling match, or if it was a tournament or a powerlifting meet, that's where I'm that 100. And I'm nasty. Yeah. I am nasty. And you'll see it in the eyes. But I understood in the gym that you never have to, and I still to this day don't understand the banter with MMA fighters when they get to each other's face and they're talking shit. We're gonna fight. We're gonna fight. So you want to act tough before that? It's fine with me. I don't care. And that's why I like the St. Pierre and those guys, because they were like, I'm peaceful, man. I train smart. I know how to train. And that's why he had such a long career. And the reason why I say him is because when it came down to the day to fight, you have to have that. Mm-hmm. But if you think you have to fight every day and go to failure every day, then you're just not intelligent to understand that that's not training.
That's how you fail.
I mean, we all did kind of sports. I don't care if it was soccer or whatever. You know what I mean? But as kids, but as kids we did we not? Yeah. And we played football. And so in practice, you're not going 100%.
That's right. No.
So I can't help you guys because we had Elias for a long time, and he would do that to 100%, right?
Yeah.
And we kept talking to him, going, "You got so much talent,
that's right.
But you have to be smart." And so I see your point, because I feel bad that I didn't have that social media, that I got around that. And I guess for you guys, listen to Serge as you, because you're a kid, you're barely 20s, but you're not getting motivated by that. It motivates you, but it doesn't override your plan. You have a training plan. And you know that. Cool, it motivates me, but it doesn't override it.
Yeah. It's motivation. It's not truth.
Yeah.
You know, it's cool to watch. It's get me hyped. It's like pre-workout with 500 milligrams of caffeine and all that stuff. It's gonna get you hyped, but don't let it distract you from like what's really important.
True.
I see your point though, because I'm lucky and I can't relate with that. I can't relate with going, all I see on social media is these guys training like freaks.
Oh,
So that means I have to train like a freak. And you've got to understand that a movie's a movie. You know, it's Braveheart's not real today's life. We don't go out there and cut people's heads off. Well, you know what I mean? So it's like you guys have to dissect that and go, that's not real. The guys that are training and going, I go to fatigue every time. Watch their short careers. Go watch the guys that lasted. Lee Haney. I know that's way too old school for a lot of you, but man, he's freaking Michelangelo when it comes to this stuff. He just train to stimulate, not annihilate. That was his quote. Train to stimulate. And I think we're going to talk about that with Clark Bartram because his belief and my belief are a little different for longevity. But follow Serge over there on social media and watch what he's doing. And he loves these guys, C-Bomb and all these guys. And those guys' motivational videos are really motivational. I'm not saying they don't train hard, but they train hard on their plan. They don't go to fail it.
They train hard on their plan. 100%.
Yeah. And so this guy that says, and this guy's, Kevin, I know you, man. I know you. You've been here for a while and stuff, but I don't know what the point is to go to do PRs or try for PRs each workout.
Hell no.
It honestly, to me, it makes me think that you feel insecure. Sorry.
Maybe.
But you feel like you have to go into the gym and push the most weight possible, or you're not doing anything in life. When it's not, it's the most basic stuff that gets you there. It really is.
Those PRs are going to lead you to the ER.
Whoa!
Yeah, that's right, baby.
Put that on the internet right now. You claim that. That's your quote right there. Your PR is going to lead you to the ER.
Yeah, that's right, baby.
So stop that. Stay on the plan. Stay on a training plan. Again, I look back at this now, and I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of forced reps. I got lucky, and I grew up in a time where powerlifters didn't do forced reps, and so I think that's a huge thing too. But forced reps is a young man's game. I don't mind overloads and stuff like that, but again, there's no. Here's something that's happened, and I think you'll get this. There's been a mixture of powerlifting and bodybuilding by uneducated people. So you get an overload of weight, which is for powerlifting, and then you get a guy spotting you like a bodybuilder. And so the bodybuilder spot would be a moderate help, making sure you get the rep and stuff. Where a forced rep is a guy doing maybe a single, maybe a double, but it's keeping it moving to where it doesn't fucking lock up on you and snap something. And so you get the two guys. You get the guy that's going, we're bodybuilding. No, we're not. We're overloading. So it's power. Those are two different things. Do you understand that? And I don't want to go into that depth because it's just basically going, you're trying to do two things. You're trying to do too much at once. How do you tell them not to do that? Too much to do because this guy's going in to do singles. And he's getting it. First of all, he's getting injured, so you already know he's doing everything wrong.
Exactly.
And he's not recovering.
So the form's obviously off too, because if it's you shouldn't be getting injured if your form is right, even on a 1 rep max.
Yeah, it's tough, man, buddy. Kev, I want the best for you, man, but I can't teach you this. This is something you got to realize. You're getting injured, so you're doing it wrong, okay? Or your body's not made up for it. Then that's something else. I mean. Are you recovering? Are you doing your nutrition? Are you getting your sleep in? Are you doing all that? There's no such plan I've ever seen that you go PRs on it. Turn it a little bit. He looks good, man. Look at that, all shaved up.
Yeah,
and everything.
right there.
Woo!
Get a little closer to the camera, though. Don't let Mike out angle you like this.
I'm just sitting there, guys. I skip head day. I do the Craig Goliath shot. Hi there. All right, we're done with that one. Pull that. Let's see if we got something else here.
Oh, get out of there.
Does that make sense though? About I know that I never really even talked about this because it didn't occur to me that when somebody's lifting, they're taking a power lifter mentality on an exercise and then incorporating it into a bodybuilding type of workout. So overload partial squat. You don't need to do 10 reps there.
No.
You're doing a partial and you're doing an overload. So you're doing 3 to 5 to the most, you know? But then you get the guy going, oh, no, I'm going to rep this bad boy out for 20 reps. It's like, okay, now you're just taxing the body to a point where you are going to get injured.
But wouldn't a volume overload help the endurance?
What do you mean by volume overload?
Because they're doing a force reps up to 20 reps, let's say. They're forcing.
Who does 20 reps?
Well, I'm just saying, like, we're
hypothetically. Okay, so a guy's going to do 20 reps.
20 reps forced. So, like,
what do you mean by forced?
The last 10 are forced. Someone's there pushing through the last 10. Is there no muscular endurance that gets developed within those last forced 10 that could also translate into strength?
No, you're 20 reps, so you're not doing strength. That's athletic training, and you're trying to build up your white blood cells. So you're trying to just do stamina work. And also, I just don't, hypothetically, that rep range of being forced for 10 reps, if you're getting a couple more reps out of something, I think a couple reps throughout the year add up 10 times more than a guy getting one workout with 10 extra reps.
And that's how most people think they get strong.
Yes.
Most people think you get strong by doing more than you could yesterday or the day after, which has truth to it. But when you break it down and think about how do you get strong, what are strength reps?
I think if you're trying to get one workout to where that one workout is the best workout and it puts you over the top, that's the mentality that I think you get hurt on. Where if you listen to Ed Cohen talk about, if I can do 3 cycles of powerlifting in a year and get a little better each time, that's huge. Even if it's 5 pounds, by the end of the year, it's 15 pounds. By 3 years, it's 50 pounds. And so your squat went from 600 to 650, which is huge. And I think when you're in the workout, you're in the fight, that's a tough thing to you. You got to go, you putting your hands on my elbows and making me 10 more reps. The plus of that I don't see it. And I never saw it through my years of training and seeing people in gyms throughout my career. I never saw those guys, which I've seen those guys. I've seen those guys throughout my entire career, and they were elite athletes for a moment, but I never saw them finish the race or get out of the sport healthy. So it's a tough thing. Look at my birthday squats. I do it once a year.
Yeah.
What's up?
Everything he just said, there is a aspect, and I do agree with this, and Heath and I talked about this, there is an aspect of the guy that once in a while does that. And in a safe way and gets in the fight because they become mentally stronger. So that aspect, if you could take it away, then you're golden. But if you go in and you do that and you get injured or an owie, and then you go back in a week later and do it again and get an owie, and then there's a point where you're going, okay, now you're just running your head against the wall and you're an idiot.
There should be after the first time, there should be a moment of realization that maybe it shouldn't be continuously doing this.
Because I can't say no to that stuff because everything you talk about, the extra 10, that was me. He saw the videos of me as a teenager.
Yeah, saw the
my brother grabbed onto that thing and he was deadlifting that stuff off, and I'd go, keep going, keep going, keep going. So I didn't see, because it was me, there was Chris Cormier, there was Gerard Dente, there's all these other guys that you guys probably know about, but they made better gains than me. But I was stronger than all of them. There's nobody. And it's most pro bodybuilders today were the guys that were in the time. I was stronger at 15 and 16 than these guys were ever in their entire career. But it didn't make the muscularity the same as these guys had. it just made me mentally strong. It made me, my body may be strong in a sense because I didn't hurt myself. But
you were able to take that mental fortitude that you developed and contain
chill.
Contain it and utilize it when needed.
It's a tough thing to do.
That's very
it's
tough.
a tough thing. I ain't saying it's easy, guys.
No, and that's what separates people from successful and unsuccessful